ago I posted some video footage about the basic A-frame shelters and how to turn it into storm shelters, so I'm going to do it again. Remove the old ones because I learned a little bit about videoing and how to go about it, so let's just hope we'll do it better this time. Okay, this is a shelter that I'm going to use. There are different names for it. There's a top, poncho, or a basher. This is a American style shelter. And this is known as a basher. I'd just like to point out, a lot of people, when they put one of these up, they seem to think this single toggle goes on the outside. They think it's for holding it up. It's not. That's just for hanging something on, something simple like a torch, so your hands are free. On the other side, you see there was a spine runs all the way along the basher. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different straps. So you can use this if you're in a tree area and you're going to set it up inside the trees. You can hold it up with pieces of string or paracord or bungee cord, something like that. Just a little tip. You'll notice that the bag for keeping it in, the case, I have it attached to one of the eyelets on the corner. If you look here, see there's an eyelet there as well as a toggle. The reason why that is, I don't have to put this to one side, and the bag itself is waterproof, so even when it's wet I don't have to worry about this getting lost. It's just there attached to the basher itself. The shelter I'm going to show you is a basic A-frame. First of all, you need to find a nice area to set one up. Got a nice open area in these trees. The A-frame, you can set it up anywhere because it's simple and basically it saves messing about with bits of bungee cord and stuff trying to hold it up. Anyway, here it goes. To hold up the A-frame, I'm going to use my guys, which I made myself, which I showed in an earlier posting. Make them some pegs and 2 walking sticks. I often carry walking sticks because they make a good splint should you ever have an accident, and of course they're good for making an A-frame, and when you're walking downhill they take a lot of the pressure off the knee and they can make life a little bit easier for you. So, A-frame basher, this is how it's done. Okay, I'll just show you this. There's an eyelet and a toggle strap on each corner of this basher. What I do is I take the guy, I feed it through the toggle strap, not the eyelet. There's a reason for that, I'll tell you later. And then on the end of the guy I have a stop knot where I've left a loop, and I feed the end of the guy back through that so it has a good firm hold. Okay, next, what I find best when you put your second peg in is to put the peg in opposite your first peg. I'd just like to point out as well that when I put a peg in, don't put the peg straight into the ground. If you do that, as the peg's being pulled, it will move slightly overnight, and because the guy is elasticated, it will rip the peg out of the ground. Put the peg on an angle of about 45 degrees and make sure that it's facing away from the basher itself. Now we'll stop it being pulled out the ground. Okay, then both pegs in. As you can see, by setting the pegs up to the opposite corners the way I did, let's give us a nice even tension on all four corners of the basher. Next step is to put the poles in to support the basher and raise it from the ground. All we do is put the pole under the basher and the eyelet, feed the guy through the toggle as we did on our corners. And peg to the ground. To adjust the height to make it more comfortable to your own preference, just adjust the walking pole the same way as you would if you were out hiking. Easy as that. Once you have the middle pegs in, the middle guys, that's the basher secure. When you get little creases like this, you can adjust the guys on the outside or to pull the creases out. It's a good idea too, because if you don't, if it gets heavy with rain during the night, it can cause you problems, because the water will pool in one place in the creases, and it will get bigger and bigger and heavier, which pushes the canvas down. As the canvas gets pushed down, it causes a larger area for water to collect, and you wake up in the morning and you have a big puddle on top of you. I have done that, and it does happen. Next, what I do is I take these aluminum pegs, glow pegs, and I'll put one on each corner peg of the basher, so if I need to go to the toilet during the night, I come back. One, it helps me find the basher if it's really dark, and two, it stops me tripping over the guys on the corners, because it gives me a good indication of where everything is, the fact that these are glowing in the night, and that is a good trick. And that is basically the A-frame basher. I'll just give you a little look. It is inside. Needs a little bit of a clean out, a bit of any of the dead woods. I would have done that usually before I set it up. As you can see, it's quite strong, quite sturdy. I can move around here freely. You have these rubber stops on these walking sticks, And it's a good idea to take them off, and that can be fed straight through the eyelet, which makes it a lot more secure. And just put the rubber stop back on, which makes it even more secure again. Okay, just before I finish up for today, I decided to put this shelter up. It's just a simple lean-to with 2 walking poles. This can be done against trees. It can even be done against a wall. And you'll have the extra protection of the wall being here at the front. How I would set this up is as a quick shelter. I wouldn't usually use this if I was settling down for the night, but if I needed a quick shelter and I was tired, just peg the back with 3 pegs, put 1 pole on one side, 1 pole on the other side, put the guys down. I have a quick shelter. I can get under there, get my roll mat out, get my bivy bag out, my sleeping bag out, get inside of it and keep warm. Obviously I would have this so the top is facing towards the wind, so if the wind in this instance was blowing towards the camera, it would hit the top of this and just push it down, and it would give me all the shelter that I need and all the protection from the weather. Anyway, this is a simple lean-to. Okay, just one more before we go. This is my preferred shelter. This is one I use personally in most situations, most occasions. It's basically an A-frame combined with the lean-to. What I've done is move the poles from the front to the middle eyelets and clip the back pin down with the 3 pegs. I'll put a little stick in the front here just to hold it up. And it gives me a nice open area. It's ideal to use with a little campfire. You can build yourself a little heat reflector behind it, and it will reflect the heat back to your shelter. I used this recently in the Lake District with some friends, and we camped out for the night at a place called Haweswater Tarn. The night that we stayed at the Haweswater Tarn, it did start to blow a holy, and basically it lashed down for about 2 hours of heavy rain. With the back of it being towards the wind, all it did was hit the back of the basher, kept me perfectly dry, kept me perfectly warm. I was well comfortable. All you need to do, just drop down the front, it becomes an A-frame again. As simple as that. This is my preferred shelter. It's my own everything. Just like to say, it's the end of my first episode, and welcome to Hiker's Hall of Survival, and I will get round to making the next one soon. I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I hope you have learned something from this. Welcome to Hiker's Hall of Survival.